Today, the JSE welcomes a new member to its interest rate market. The sounding of the vuvuzela incites deep excitement and anticipation in the hearts of all Africans. And today, its vibrant echo marks the birth of an alliance with a promise of great achievements in the years to come. The distinctive call of the vuvuzela tells of the resilience and strength of this great institution, made possible by listed companies. Today, we welcome a valued listing. JSE, let's connect.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We're welcoming you to the JSE. We're very happy to see you here. My name is Rufile Rakali, and I'll be your MC. I am part of the primary markets team here at the JSE, the largest stock exchange in Africa and a cornerstone of the South African economy. On behalf of the exchange, oh sorry, is it too short? On behalf of the exchange, we would like to extend a very warm welcome, and a special welcome to the government of Eswatini and the Minister of Finance of the government of Eswatini and the governor of the Central Bank of Eswatini, as well as their respective teams. To the management, directors, sponsors, and issuer reg, and all who are involved in getting this listing to the JSE, congratulations. We are very pleased and honored to have you here. We are pleased to welcome the Kingdom of Eswatini to the South African debt market. Traditionally, stock markets around the world ring a bell to signal the opening of the market. But in the uniquely South African fashion, we will be blowing the vuvuzela at the countdown. So I hope you've had your warm drinks and your throats are ready to ululate just before 9 o'clock. In terms of our formal proceedings today, we will have Sam Mukorisi, Head of Deals and Origination here at the JSE, to do our formal welcome. We will then have a video from the Eswatini government, and then followed by that, we will have the Minister of Finance, who will say a few words, and then following that, just before 9 a.m., we will have the countdown. Lastly, and certainly not least, we'll have an address by the Governor of the Central Bank of Eswatini, Dr. Phil Mnisi. I would like to welcome Sam to stage.
Good morning. I hope your lungs are ready to give that vuvuzela a big blow, because legend has it that the harder you blow, the more those yields go down, getting you ready for your next bond. But a formal good morning, Minister Reichenberg and Governor Mnisi, and esteemed guests. It is my absolute pleasure to warmly welcome you to the home of South Africa's capital markets, the Johannesburg Stock Exchange. On behalf of the JSE, I'd like to extend a hearty congratulations to the Kingdom of Eswatini on the issuance of their Protea bond program on the JSE's debt board. This listing represents an exciting new chapter of growth and prosperity for the government of the kingdom, signaling a new era brimming with possibilities and opportunities for both the nation and investors alike. This strategic step not only offers Eswatini the opportunity to raise capital for development projects and infrastructure initiatives, but also provides a platform for international investors to participate in the growth of the country's economy. It showcases Eswatini's commitment to fostering economic advancement, unlocking new avenues for financial collaboration on a global scale, and to diversify their debt portfolio. Reinforcing its core objectives, Eswatini's decision to issue a Protea bond on the transparent investment platform like the JSE also highlights the nation's dedication to upholding financial accountability as well as transparency. Most importantly, this bond issuance marks an important step in supporting regional African development through the local bond. At the JSE, we commend the listing as it shines a spotlight not only on the nation's dedication to financial innovation, but underscores its emergence as a prominent player in the region's capital markets. As the largest exchange on the continent, we are honored to be identified by the government to facilitate its development and serve as a launchpad for its economic growth. As the home of the largest and most liquid bond market on the continent, we're excited to serve as a gateway for international markets, an avenue to access alternative sources of funding, and an enabling platform for the issuance of innovative products. By upholding a top-tier market infrastructure and a strong regulatory framework, an effective settlement and clearing process, we ensure the safety and transparency of our trading environment. And continuing our dedication to provide cutting-edge offerings, we actively collaborate with our industry stakeholders to deliver customized offerings that cater to the ever-changing investor market. Once again, a hearty congratulations to the government and the whole team that supported them.
The government of the Kingdom of Eswatini, in its early years of development, recognized the importance of investing in infrastructure projects that support the country's economic development. As such, the government takes pride in being a pioneer of many ventures that have massively impacted the lives of Eswatini. These infrastructure projects have not only provided endless job opportunities for the populace, but set the kingdom on a sustainable growth path. Billions of emalangeni have been invested in capital projects such as the agricultural-based Mbageni Dam and Maguga Dam, the Manzini-Mbadlane Highway, the iconic King Mswati III International Airport, Mavuso Trade and Exhibition Center, and many more. Some of these groundbreaking initiatives have become a lure point for potential investors who wish to be part of Eswatini's intentional development journey. The spin-offs from these undertakings have given the government confidence to adopt innovative ways of raising funding to accelerate its endeavors to an improved livelihood for the people of Eswatini. This appetite for a better Eswatini is what brought us here today.
Senior executives and staff of the Johannesburg Stock Exchange, senior executives and staff of the Absa Bank Limited, governors, senior executives and staff of the Central Bank of Eswatini, senior government officials, distinguished guests, media representatives, ladies and gentlemen, I greet you all this morning. It's my great pleasure to welcome you all to the ringing of the bell event for the government of the Kingdom of Eswatini. Following successful first issuance under the Johannesburg Stock Exchange through Absa Bank Limited on the 8th of May 2024. Your presence today signifies a shared commitment to addressing challenges and opportunities that allow African countries to diversify funding sources in an endeavor to meet their development needs. Please allow me to express my gratitude to the JSE for hosting this distinguished gathering in your beautiful country. I'm deeply honored to stand amongst such a dedicated and diverse group of investors and individuals who are actively shaping the future of financial markets. Your experience, expertise, and insights are invaluable assets as we strive to create a more inclusive, sustainable, and resilient financial environment. What I do find as the Minister of Finance and looking at other countries in the region, that is that one, as a country, one kind of makes you make a decision. Do you close the finances in your country and kind of, and force whatever cash is in the country to remain there and put limitations on for instance, pension funds or whatever the case is and force them to invest fully in the country? Some countries actually even go 100% on this. Eswatini's tried, we have got limitations, but very low limitations. We've made it intentional decision is to allow this money to be able to flow, allow it to go in the region, let them put it where they feel comfortable. And in that sense, there's billions of Emalangeni from Eswatini, on this Johannesburg Stock Exchange itself. And so for us to now, as a government, also be able to play in that market and be able to come in from that point of view, I think is a really healthy way and the right path to take as a government. And so as a government, Eswatini, we've been very intentional around trying to remain open and keep the flow going amongst the entities, and I really believe it is the right thing to do, and today is a lovely example of it now being a two-way street, not a one-way street from that point of view. So really, really appreciate that, and want to appreciate those even that go before me as a Minister of Finance for positioning ourselves in this way as Eswatini. The government of the Kingdom of Eswatini deliberately took this bold decision to diversify funding sources by listing a ZAR 4 billion program with the JSE in 2022 through an Act of Parliament. This was made possible by the support of the Central Bank of Eswatini and our lead managers, Absa Bank Limited. The government greatly appreciates the dedication and commitment by the team of making this process a success. The listing on the JSE represents a key milestone for the Kingdom of Eswatini and provides an opportunity to introduce itself to the international investment community. This program will help us diversify our funding sources, contribute to regional economic integration initiatives, and raise the necessary capital required for us to meet our infrastructure and development needs. Listing on the South African market demonstrates our confidence in the market, given our participation in the common monetary area and strong economic links with South Africa. The decision to expand our sources of funding into the South African market was made because this market is very deep and has a diverse set of investors with different investment horizons and risk appetites. The sheer size and complexity of the Republic of South Africa market encompasses all market segments, including investors who are willing to purchase unsecured senior debt securities which have similar credit ratings to that of Eswatini. Furthermore, the South African Rand and the Lilangeni are pegged 1-to-1. The choice to issue the choice to issue in Rand eliminates foreign exchange risk associated with external financing which are denominated in other currencies, such as the US dollar, euro, pound, or yen. As Eswatini continues to issue more bond papers under the ZAR 4 billion program in the South African market, your continued support will be greatly appreciated, as through this initiative, the government is able to support the country's economic development goals via infrastructure projects and other budgetary obligations. Please enjoy the rest of the festivities of the day as we celebrate this great milestone for the beautiful Kingdom of Eswatini. Thank you all.
Sorry, we're working with very varied height differences, yeah? The listing of the Eswatini bond that we're celebrating today joins a large stable of 2.3 bonds with a accumulated market value of 4.7 trillion rand. Definitely not a small feat that we're celebrating today. and pricing in at a yield of 250 basis points above the South African 3-year bond is certainly attractive to investors, especially in a period where we are constantly searching for yield. You would have heard us referring to this bond as a pro-tier bond. What this is a South African rand-denominated bond issued by foreign governments and foreign entities, with a large focus on African entities, with the view of the JSE helping develop their capital markets by accessing our deep and liquid capital markets here in South Africa. While the Kingdom of Eswatini's bond is not the first of its kind, this event certainly allows us to highlight this unique offering at the exchange. The JSE's bond market is the largest and the most liquid in Africa, and we envisage these pro-tier bonds contributing to the depth and the breadth of our market. We are nearing the countdown. We are nearing to the countdown of the opening of the market, and I urge you to make your voices heard as we open the market. In the meantime, I would like to invite the Eswatini dignitaries to the stage just to prepare for some photos and get us ready to count down. We can have a number of people, not just the Honorable Minister and the Central Bank Governor. We need people with strong lungs to be holding the vuvuzelas. The minister mentioned that he used to play the trumpet, so he's definitely the right person for the job. Can we come closer? Yeah, I don't think you're going to be in the picture.
Just give me 1 second. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Okay, we'll have enough time for photos after. We're just looking at the time. The market waits for no one. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you, thank you. Oh, okay. Is it on? Yeah, okay. Thank you all. Thank you very much. We will now have the signing of the certificate. Can we just have the Honorable Minister and Sam? Thank you. Thank you. We are now officially locked in. The certificate has been signed. I'd like to call the Governor of the Central Bank of Eswatini to the stage, Dr. Phil Mnisi.
For a moment, I was a two-in-one. I was once governor of the Reserve Bank and then come to the bank, eventually to the stage. The CEO of the Johannesburg Stock Exchange, management and staff, Honorable Minister of Finance in Eswatini, the lead arranger of the program, Absa Capital, the legal advisors, Bowman's, delegation from Eswatini, esteemed investors here present, the media present in all platforms, all protocol observed, ladies and gentlemen. It is my honor and privilege to be part of this great occasion and historic moment where the government of the Kingdom of Eswatini is making itself visible in the international financial markets through listing a bond program on the JSE. This has been a long journey for us, but we are quite happy that we have finally reached this point. As advisor to government, we fully support this initiative and recommended the decision to raise funding on the JSE as opposed to the international Eurobond market, which most African countries have tapped. This listing presents an avenue for the government of the Kingdom of Eswatini to diversify her borrowing sources as we try to develop our economy through the establishment of infrastructure projects. The Central Bank of Eswatini remains committed to our participation in the common monetary area as this facilitates price and financial stability. With the free flow of capital within the area, promote Eswatini as an investment destination and facilitate an increase in the flow of capital to our beautiful kingdom. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to express my appreciation to the government, to the Governor of the Reserve Bank of South Africa and the CEO of the Prudential Authority, who approved our request to tap into the South African financial markets. I would also like to acknowledge the contribution of the Financial Markets Department team at the CBE, debt management team at the Ministry of Finance, other units, and many other units who both provided the support to the government and to the central bank, who engineered the success of listing the program to the JSE today. Lastly, ladies and gentlemen, this program would not have been a success without the support of our lead arranger, Absa Capital, together with the legal team from Bowmans, who helped us navigate through the listing requirements. And I must say, through the listing requirements, which are onerous, difficult, and for Eswatini to reach this milestone, I am feeling goosebumps, I'm excited. I wish that everybody in the Kingdom of Eswatini will realize what this means today and into the great future. A special thanks to the investors. I do not want to mention them, but our hearty gratitude for expressing confidence in our initial public offering, who showed confidence in us and participated in the initial auction. I look forward to the success of this program, which will help our country to progress as we have ongoing projects which are yet to be finalized and new projects which are about to be introduced. Congratulations, Honorable Minister. Congratulations to the Kingdom of Eswatini on this historical moment. Thank you and good morning.
Thank you very much, Dr. Phumnisi. That brings us to a close with our formal proceedings for today. We wish you a very successful and long relationship at the JSE. We are very happy to see you here, finally, after a long, arduous journey. And we look forward to your staying at the exchange. Please do enjoy the breakfast, everyone, and have a fantastic day forward. Thank you.